Static backup files versus data stored on the secured server. So if you're going to the online version, when we're in the online version, there's a question about the backups. Now, when we think of backups, there's going to be multiple things that the backups can do for us. Some of them work great with the online version. Some are not as great on the online version. One of the things the backups are for, of course, are not to lose the data. I don't want to lose my data. So if I have the data on my actual computer and the computer dies, my office burns down, then I possibly lose the file unless I have some kind of good backup system in place. Whereas on the online version, the argument is that Intuit, it's on the Intuit servers. You're on the cloud. You're logging in online into the Intuit servers. There is a physical place where the data is, but it's on Intuit servers, and they theoretically back those servers up quite well. Therefore, the argument is you're less likely to lose the file from the Intuit server, even if you have a good backup system. Now, I think if you have a good backup system, you're possibly pretty good on the static files, just that you don't want to back them up on the same drive that you are using. You want to back them up onto the cloud or something like that, where you store the backups. So, but in any case, that should be easier online. The other thing that we can use the backups for, however, is if we want to test something out. So for example, if I want to apply a new app or something like that to my QuickBooks system or something like that, or I want to do a data input and test it out or download something or something like that, I can basically make a backup before I do that, and then I can do it. And if something funny happens, I can restore the backup to where it was prior to when I did that. That's a great tool. You can't really do that on the online system as easy. There's some applications that say that they can back things up in a similar fashion, but it's not as easy to do that type of thing. The other thing we can use backups for, if I'm in a teaching situation, is I can back up the file, have a static backup, and allow someone else to restore the file, allowing them to have the exact data that I have at any particular time. Again, that is great for teaching or working with people that are in two different locations in particular, and you want the two, even if you're in the same location on two different computers, and you want the two people to be following along with the same data. Can't do that as easily with the online software because, again, you either have a new company file or you have the desktop practice file, the test drive file. So there are pros, I think, to the desktop version of the backups. However, the online version hopefully is actually better at the core thing you first think about with the backups, which is you shouldn't actually lose your data, right?